Hello, my wonderful viewers. So, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in to listen. Guys, I don't come again with the trending things where they happen for this country, Nigeria. Now, Baba T-Pain, it is a want to take everybody enter for APC, but then Nigeria no they give am peace. A lot of reactions following this defection matter wey be saying the rain now. Nigerians have been reacting. A lot of people have been saying many things. Now, the latest now be say, people they talk now say they bully governors, say they bully all these politicians in order for them to defect to APC. Now be the new accusation, allegedly, now waiting that they talk. So guys, make I drop this reaction, this video, make una watch, and after watching, please subscribe to my channel. Subscription is for free. It's just for you to be getting our updates. I will be right back.
So guys, like Dati Ahmed said from the beginning of all this, that swearing Tinubu in is going to end democracy. And that is what we are seeing today in Nigeria. You can see that the current administration is being accused of bullying governors and former governors to join the APC. Recently, ex-governor Kowa was arrested by the EFCC, and today his sins have been pardoned as he joined the APC alongside the 7 governor. Not just the 7 governor alone, even the local government chairmen. I mean, from the grassroots, APC swept everybody back to their party. So guys, people are raising alarm. What is happening in Nigeria? Tinubu knows that he has failed the people. His performances are zero, as in we cannot see anything that this government has offered Nigerians. And guess what? The only strategy now is to bully people to join the APC. The next person we are expecting is Fubara. Like, the rumor is already out there that the governor of Rivers State, the governor of Enugu, and even the governor of Akwa Ibom State, all of them are being forced to join the APC. Don't forget that the former governor of Akwa Ibom State was also arrested by the EFCC. Today, they've negotiated, and that is allegedly renegotiated, and he and his 7 governor will soon be joining the APC. So guys, democracy is dead in Nigeria. I mean, democracy, you can see that the prophecy of Dati Ahmed is really coming to fulfillment.
Congratulations to the governor of Delta State, the Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Oborewori, and your deputy governor with all your cabinet members, including local government chairmen for Delta State, and even the former governor of Delta State, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa. As una don defect from PDP, go join APC. We congratulate you, Your Excellency. You know, say former governor of Rivers State, now minister for FCT, he been don talk say PDP is like malaria and APC is like stage 4 cancer. But today, him don't go join the cancer. So as you said today, you don't go with all your government, una don't go join the cancer, and you don't sing on una mandate, you shall fall. We hope and we pray, say that now when you don't go join the president party, it go give an opportunity to help you in the leadership in Delta State. As all the insecurity where kidnappers, they trouble people from Asaba to Ogwashuku and all other places, and every other challenges where they face Delta State, it is our belief, say, as you don't go join them now, it will give you opportunity to get the assistance you need to serve your people better for the success of your government. Congratulations, Your Excellency. We wish you all the best. And also to the former governor, Ifeanyi Okowa, EFCC, you know, say when I've been done invite former governor on allegations of money laundering, abi misappropriation of funds. We go dey wait to hear the updates on that case as they go with EFCC. Abi, as one former national APC chairman talk, when you come to our side, your sins are forgiven. Nigerians, ekpele, make all of us they pretend like say we don't know wetin they go on for this country. Everything going on in Nigeria today is a perfect implementation of the state's capture where we dey see. If you want to look where they don't do state capture before, you can look at Lagos State and wonder what is the opposition that is going on there. You want to weaponize government against the people. One senator for Nigeria come on TV talk, say the National Assembly is not opposition friendly. That is why today, even House of Reps or senators were there for opposition, they fear to talk. Nobody fit open mouth, because once you open mouth, they come after you. All of us still there, they look. The more you look, the less you see. Before Edo State election, APC politicians, they go visit President Tinubu for ASO Rock. The president tell them, say, I will give you Edo State. Guess what? Today, APC is there as governor. How the thing happen? Only God and INEC sabi. During presentation of 2025 budget in December of 2024, all lawmakers were gathered, led by the Senate President and Speaker, House of Reps. They welcomed the president singing on their mandate, they shall fall. Waiting be the response of the president. He said, all of you have been re-elected. Well, for that confirmation, we go have to wait until 2027. Nigerians, Make we continue to dey pretend though. Everything where we dey see so is a careful plan. You see former suspended governor of Rivers State, he go visit president for London, he dey bend down, he dey shake am, dey greet am. A governor who was elected by the president too, he dey beg president and all of that, how they go fit reconcile or resolve the issue. Whether Nigeria want to be democracy or dictatorship or autocracy or monarchy, it is up to us. But I just want to tell una say, there is no opposition for Nigeria again. Oh, the only opposition where they this country is you and me, victims of bad and unfortunate government. And until we wake up and begin to take the right actions, there will be the case will only move from bad to worse. The pride and arrogancy, the confidence where they see these APC people they get so is because they know that there is a criminal electoral system that they have and a corrupt judiciary and law enforcement system. Taken away from them, you go see the masquerade go dance naked for Market Square. That is why I dey call on everybody wey mean well for this country, whether you be activists, advocates, no be to dey talk 2027 don near. We must occupy the National Assembly in exercising our rights to peaceful assembly. That place is not Akpabio, the Senate President's house. It's not the Speaker's house. It is the People's Parliament. We must demand electoral reform. And wetin be the demand? It is simple for me. We must make electronic transmission of result mandatory. We must open the INEC register to sanitize the register. We must protect our INEC server. Before we go, they talk of independent candidacy, judicial reform, constitutional reform. If not, my dear people, it will only move from bad to worse. It will be criminality and corruption Armageddon. Nigeria is an open crime scene. If you waste any further time, every other person will begin to gnash their teeth. May God give Nigerians the wisdom to wake up and do wetin dey right, because this one where you dey see so, we just dey start. As everybody they fear to talk, opposition they fear to talk. Una be we senators or opposition, una no fit talk. What of we ordinary Nigerians where they come to talk about good governance or to criticize government? Wetin we go do? Everybody go they tell you, oh, be careful, be careful. If all of us come together and speak out, there will be no enough prison to put all of us. But me, I know say that the truth that I know will set me free. And the Almighty God is able to protect us. Unless what I'm doing is about mischief. Planning to harm me is a waste of plan. The time when you go use to plan to harm me, go and use it to protect the people of Benue and Plateau and every other Nigerian where they this country. So congratulations, Governor of Delta State. We dey wait and hope to hear from the next governor wey go also go join the cancer and continue the celebration of on your mandate you shall fall, in a country of renewed hope where there is more hopelessness and despondency than even hope in itself. May God help Nigerians, but may Nigerians help themselves. In fact, even some religious leaders, they don already dey join too. Some religious leaders and pastors and the rest, they have already become the religious wing of the APC. So the more you look, the less you go dey see.
Nigeria does not have a judiciary that is an independent arm of a democratic government.
That was why I asked him this.
What Nigeria has is the legal department of every government in power. That is what Nigeria has. Nigeria's judiciary is not the last hope of the common man. It is the last hope of the uncommon man. An institution that should protect everybody, no matter your class or status, has now been weaponized against the people. And only the people of Nigeria, because guess what? If you think this problem is just about Rivers State, you are being ridiculous. You are just making a joke, because they test it somewhere. If you want to see what states capture look like, you can look at Lagos State, where there is no meaningful opposition. A senator in Nigeria, Senator Ireti Kingigbe in Abuja, on a rise during the Natasha Bruhaha, told the nation on TV that the National Assembly is not opposition friendly. A National Assembly that should perform oversight. Imagine a democracy without opposition. If you do not fix an electoral system to be able to hold these people accountable, wait for 2027 and see how wild this race gets.
So from what all of you are saying, right, the legislature is gone.
Captured.
The judiciary is also not necessarily standing on 2 feet. The people need to do something.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. President, welcome back from your working visit to France. When you dey travel on the 2nd of April, your aide, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, he talk say the president dey travel to evaluate the performance of his government for these 2 years where you don't be president. So, Mr. President, sir, I just say make I ask you, from your personal evaluation and assessment of your performance, wetin be your result? Wetin be the score where you give yourself? Since now you dey set exam, now una dey mark una self for una own performance. Can you share with us some of the result of your performance as a government, sir? Mr. President, if you're not able to share us your result, please permit me to give you a little of your performance in these 2 years of your government. So, Mr. President, as you day away for France on working visit, within a space of 1 week, more than 150 Nigerian human beings have been slaughtered in Plateau State alone. Not to talk about Benue State, where the Benue State governor, who is also APC governor, don't confirm, say more than 70 people were killed within a space of 1 week. We not talk about the killings for Gombe and every other part of the country. Almost every week, Nigeria, they see constant mass graves, mass burial. And that is part of the assessment of your government, Mr. President. So, Mr. President, as your children, where we be, as a concerned child, shall we dey free to ask, say, what be the benefit of this working visit to France? From this working visit, which bilateral agreement was signed, now which foreign investor they come Nigeria, they carry companies come as a result of this visit. Abinas na ole you waka go, na ole you waka come. Mr. President, with the constant killing where they go on for Nigeria, apart from the hunger and starvation where they, apart from corruption, with these killings now, shall we dey free to talk, say, make Mr. President Tinubu also resign from office? Because I dey borrow your words, Mr. President. Under Jonathan government, all the tweets where you put and all your statements, they're there for public. You said that on security, the box stop at the president's table, and it questions the competence of President Jonathan. You said the constant killing of Nigerians across the country is unacceptable. Mr. President, now where you be commander-in-chief of the armed forces too, share the constant killing of Nigerians all over the country is now acceptable. Nigerian leaders, una APC supporters, President Tinubu government and all of una, as una talk say this government is a government of renewed hope, I say make I ask now, what exactly is the meaning of renewed hope? Which kind of renewed hope no get empathy for the killing of defenseless citizens in the country? What this government they provide for Nigeria is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. Nigeria almost exists so that other countries can learn how not to govern their countries. What kind of renewed hope they bring this kind of hunger and starvation? Renewed hunger, renewed shege, renewed insecurity, renewed hopelessness. Yet when I do already they prepare for 2027 election. Nigerian politicians, at what point when I go talk say this country has given you so much, make you also make sacrifices for the poor? Nigerian poor people, we are the subsidy for the rich. We are there here, the president is a former governor, vice president former governor, senate president former governor, all receiving pensions and allowances from their respective states. But yet, at what point when I go talk say this country we don't do so much for una, make una give back to the people? When I there here they talk, we there they do baby steps. We are taking baby steps, we are taking baby steps for 2 years now. But when I know they take baby steps, where we say billboard and posters for Tinubu 2027 done already, they full Abuja and Lagos. So when I not take baby steps for that one. Una not take baby steps to buy presidential jet, renovate vice president house, renovate ASO Rock, buy cars for office of first lady. But Nigerians go continue to they take baby steps. For that France where President Tinubu travel go, when there is crisis in the country, the president, if he dey overseas, go cut short in trip, he go come back to attend to the crisis. But for my country of renewed hope, when there is crisis at home, president go wear clothes, enter presidential jet where he buy newly, he go fly out of the country. That is renewed hope. Now APC progressivism be that. Shame on us as a country. And when they talk about 2027, the calamity where they at hand when I no finish them, you push more people into multi-dimensional poverty, but you won't come back for second term. The only arrogance where Nigerian politicians get is because they have a criminal INEC on their side. Nigerian, we must begin to find the courage to go to the National Assembly and demand electoral reform before 2027. If not, we they enter criminality and corruption Armageddon. My own no hard. We must decide to ensure we make electronic transmission of results mandatory. We must protect our INEC server before we begin to talk about independent candidacy and all of those other judicial reform, constitutional reform. If not, we get trouble. When I hear what Reverend Tunde Bakare talk, he said this is motopark politics. This is political banditry. Reverend Tunde Bakare, fellow Nigerians, we are in trouble if we not fix INEC before 2027. Because as we dey talk, so maybe finally na me go carry my one-man protest go National Assembly. Maybe na there they go finally arrest me. Because for Nigeria, when they kill people, now you wait talk say they kill people and it no good. Now you they go come to arrest. The criminals wey kill people, nobody go touch them. Now so the country be, but planning to harm me is a waste of of plan. Use that time to plan to protect people and to give us a better life. May Nigerians receive the courage to speak up and put value on human life in this country. God bless Nigeria. Hoping to hear from the president on his next working visit.
I'm not surprised, though I wasn't surprised by the level of frustration. In fact, to her own credit, she said the president is terrible. And given what Nigerians have endured under, first of all, the 8 years of Buhari and now almost 2 years of President Tinubu, I think using the word terrible is even an accolade because Nigerians are in despair and despondency. But in Nigeria, the problem is there is sufficient anger and frustration. The question is, what do we do with the frustration that we have? Because pain must be converted into passion to take reasonable action to getting results. I mean, Fela sang before I was born that in 1990 they go give us water from United Nations. In 2025, Nigeria still has more than 40 million people who do not have access to water. So everybody who came out to support this challenge came from a place of pain and frustration. The question before Nigerians today would be, are we interested in solving the problem and bettering our lives, or we want to keep talking about it? Nigerians' problems have not changed in the past 2 decades. Whatever you are discussing today, we have discussed before on this show. And if you bring another guest, it will be discussing it with another guest, probably on a different topic. The question is, are we ready to put focus where it is needed? The president within this 30-day challenge traveled out of Nigeria to a foreign country to meditate about his reforms for his country. So that should give you the perspective about Nigerian politicians. And we must be very honest and clear. Every system in Nigeria today is failing. The only aspects that are doing well is crime and corruption, criminality. And if we want to fix it, it must be from the root cause. Whether you want to talk about bad law enforcement, bad civil service, bad judiciary, the parent stock of it all is bad government. Nigerian politicians are the luckiest set of human beings in the world because there are no consequences or accountability to whatever that they do. Nigerian leaders have not seen maximum civil pressure that puts them on their toes. For example, the NSAS you talked about, I kept saying it during the NSAS because anybody who knew how the protest will go knew it would have ended that way. We were shouting on the streets for how many days? NSAS, NSAS. Nobody was looking at the bigger picture. If you NSAS, you will protest against NSCDC, EFCC, Army, DSS. The parent stock is a bad law enforcement system. After 3 days, Buhari came out and said, we have ended SARS. The question will be, why were you still on the street? If you talk about the end bad governance protest, let me ask you, how do you end bad governance? You end bad governance by electing good governance. How do you elect good governance? It has to be through INEC. INEC is the weapon that is fashioned against Nigerians. What is the deterrence of performing badly? If President Tinubu fails to attend to the 30 days run challenge, how would you address him? How do you hold him accountable? If in 2027 the government is able to rig themselves back into power, what happens to the people? So there must be a way of holding public leaders accountable. That is how you must get them to do what they need.
So guys, like I always tell you people that Ahmed said it from the beginning that swearing Tinubu in is going to end democracy in Nigeria. And what are we seeing today? He said it pump and blank fearlessly that swearing Tinubu in means end of democracy. And that is what we are seeing today. So Tinubu has been able to buy over almost all his critics, you know. Almost all his critics, Tinubu bought them over. Tinubu wants to come back 2027, not because he performed well in his first tenure, but because he has the power and the money and all it takes to buy people over. Give them positions even if they don't have any clue on what that position is all about. Give them position. Nigerian people are going to be the ones to suffer it, because do you know why this country is moving backward? Because people occupying those positions are being given those positions either to a way to compensate them for their roles during the election, or a way to compensate them because they left their party to join the ruling party and all that. You know, like Ren or Mokri. These are people that were in PDP, but they dumped the PDP and quickly went to the APC. Today he's one of the nominees for ambassadorial position, you know. And many of them, look at Bola Dane today, a man who said giving Tinubu 30 years. Tinubu will never achieve anything out of that 30 years. Today he's the one swearing for Tinubu, as in speaking and defending Tinubu on the internet. But thank God the internet cannot forget. All those things he spoke against Tinubu, they are now back to hurt him. He said even if you give Tinubu 30 years, Tinubu will not achieve anything. Now, the man who knows that Tinubu cannot achieve anything has joined Tinubu's party. to destroy Nigeria. That's just what they are up to, you know, to destroy this country. So when you look at the whole thing, you just know that these people, the APC is the biggest fraud that happened to Nigeria. You see this APC part, it is the biggest fraud that happened to this country because they don't have anything to offer to the people. Now, the former governor of Delta State was arrested by the EFCC. Before you know it, he's defecting to the APC alongside the sitting governor. The Akwa Ibom State governor was arrested by the EFCC. Before you know it, he's about defecting to the APC alongside the sitting governor. So Tinubu's method is using the EFCC to go after his opponents, forcing them to join the APC, not because the APC mean well for Nigeria, but so that they can win 2027 election. So you can find out that this country has been ruined, you know, this country. So if Tinubu can be forcing people to join the APC, can you imagine what Tinubu is going to use the INEC to do in 2027 election? Do you know what Tinubu is going to use the INEC to do? So guys, a whole lot is happening in this country, and I tell you, we cannot continue this way, because if we continue this way, then we don't have a country. Honestly, we don't have a country. So Tinubu bullied people, you know, to make them join the APC, because he feel APC is the only party Nigerians can belong to. APC that has failed Nigerians so woefully. Now see what is happening.